then you won't have any more drinks. Okay. My name is Tracy Ward, and I'm the publisher of Urbanite. And hello. Thank you. Thank you. So I just want to welcome you to our Urbanite Project 2012 kickoff event and the launch of our March issue. This is always a great event for us. It's our biggest event of the year, and it's so great to have you all here in this beautiful space. I want to make a special thank you and a shout out to the jazz band Corner Quartet. Kind of going from their website, they stylishly combine elements of bebop, free jazz, urban rhythm, and contemporary improvisation. Hope I said that right.
That's right.
So it's great to be here again. Tonight we're going to celebrate and honor 7 change makers who we have these little posters up here that you can read about them. Those are directly from the magazine. And then there's also a video that's running on this wall and over on the other side of the room. And Ron Cassie, Urbanite's editor-in-chief, will be introducing each of those change makers to you. As you know, Urbanite always is focusing on what we can do to sort of leverage the talent of Baltimore to solve our problems. So we look at Baltimore with the glasses half full. And it's always my favorite time of year when we get to actually honor the many, many numbers of people that are doing incredible work in Baltimore to make Baltimore an even more amazing city. Also tonight we have Rebecca Messner, Urbanite's assistant editor, and she's going to talk to you about our Healthy Food Challenge, which if many of you were probably there last year when we announced our competition. This year we have another competition which is really, really exciting, and you can compete for up to $12,000 or $12,000 in prize money. I also want to thank Urbanite staff, most importantly, for putting on this event, but also just for the continued amazing work that the staff does day in and day out, putting up with me, which is not easy. And also just really recognizing the kind of climate that we've been in, all of us, whether we have a business or whatever our interests are. This has been a really rough climate. So I just want to, if you can give a round of applause to my staff, I'd be great. And then lastly, in order to welcome you further, I want to ask Sandy Richmond, the President and Executive Director of the Lyric, to come up. So we're going to keep the program short, but I'm going to ask you to please stay attentive. So Sandy.
Good evening. On behalf of the Model Lyric, thank you for joining us tonight. We're very honored to partner with Urbanite and want to thank Tracy and her staff. We also want to thank our wonderful caterer, Water for Chocolate, and our liquor distributor, Reliable Churchill.
All right, there.
Thank you again very much, and we hope to see you at a show here at the Model Lyric. Thank you very much for coming.
Hey everybody, I'm going to try to keep this brief, but I want to introduce all our change makers for 2012, and I'm also have a few words to say about each one, why they were chosen as an Urbanite change maker for 2012. First I want to say that at Urbanite, we meet, interview, photograph, and write about many incredible people doing amazing things in Baltimore City. It's absolutely the best part of our job. But being a journalist is not the same thing as taking on the challenging, frustrating, and purposeful work that shifts paradigms in communities and moves cities forward. Being a journalist is not quite the same thing as taking on the risk and responsibility that comes with being a true community leader, a change maker, if you will, and inspiring people to collaborate on a vision for a better neighborhood, a better Baltimore. The change makers recognized by Urbanite tonight and Senator Ben Cardin's office have made a commitment to pushing Baltimore forward in areas where they believe they can make a difference. In arts and culture, in education, in technology, violence prevention, and restoring the environment. It's my honor to introduce Urbanite's 2012 Changemakers. First up is John Long, who founded Clean Bread Cheese Creek 2.5 years ago, not long after he and his wife moved into his grandfather's former home in Dundalk. Skeptics told John that an old steel town would not volunteer around environmental issues. To date, however, more than 600 volunteers at 5 cleanups of the historic creek have netted 143 shopping carts, 112 tires, 18.5 tons of metal, 25.5 tons of trash, as well as a football field of wood and natural debris removed to avoid the blockage in the creek. Clean Bread and Cheese Creek now supports other grassroots environmental cleanup efforts in the Dundalk-Essex area, and John is invited to speak to groups about organizing environmental legislation.
Thank you, John.
None of it would be possible without our volunteers and supporters. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John.
Gardnell Carter